Wait, hold on. This looks familiar. This is definitely... Yeah, I've seen this nothing before. God damn it. Hey, sorry, I didn't think you'd be here yet. Small problem with the episode. We lost all the footage for it. I came down here to see if I could find any of it, but it's all gone. It's big in here. Yeah, I came to see if I could salvage anything, but it's looking like it's just bits and pieces here. Check this out. There's a Midnight Syndicate album down here, which is actually pretty dope, especially if you're a fan of like gothic symphonic horror music to underscore your D&D campaigns and other frightening adventures. You can actually find their music on Spotify or on their website at midnightsyndicate.com. You can also find it in the Void, apparently, which is cool if you're in the Void, not as cool when you aren't in the Void. What else is down here? Oh, check this out. This is pretty cool. It's a YYRP shirt. This one's kind of disintegrating a little bit because of being in the Void for so long. It'll probably break down and be totally gone by the end of the week, but you can get a fresh one in the merch store if you want one. So that's pretty neat, right? Is there anything else down here? It's cool. Actually, this is fitting. Hold on, stay right there. It's a jar of Cryptic Crits dice. The fine folks at Cryptic Crits were kind enough to give us some dice to utilize in this campaign. They were also kind enough to give us a code that you can use in their shop to get a discount at checkout. Link in the description below. Look at that, there it is, right on the screen for you to look at. Oh, this one's actually pretty dope. It's a glowing block of text that says we also have feature-length episodes and original music on Spotify. You know, you never know when something like that's gonna come in handy. I'm pretty happy that we have that, actually. What I'm not seeing down here is the footage, unfortunately, which sucks, but, you know, whatever, right? It's fine, we'll deal with it. We'll fix it in post, it's fine, and then we, shit, this is post. This is post. Fuck, I need to fix this. Sorry, I gotta go, I gotta fix this. Bye, enjoy the episode in post. Fuck. The town of Green Line, Pennsylvania. You've seen it a million times before. It's every single college town you've ever been to. There's a main street that has pubs, random little restaurants that also serve a lot of alcohol. There's, off in the distance, there's a historical area of the town that has old monuments, war monuments, murals dedicated to the coal miners that used to work in the coal mines in the mountains along the outskirts, decorated across multiple areas. There's the university campus. They put a lot of stock into making this area of town really, really attractive to all the students and parents that are coming through. They need that money. The downtown district, which is a little bit more tightly packed. A little bit less taken care of, but this is where a lot of business happens. Students, I imagine, from the college probably trickle down here to like check out the cool, like underground, like coffee shop that like no one really goes to but the locals.
Very Nighthawks.
Yeah, exactly, precisely. And it is in this corner of Green Line, Pennsylvania, that there is a 4-story red brick building. Unassuming. Shockingly clean looking, especially considering the buildings that flank it. Cracked pavement. This sort of gives way to well-mended sidewalk and a really nice set of steps that goes up to this well taken care of building. And that is Thoroughfare Commons. a small apartment complex. It's about noon, 12 o'clock, in case you don't know what noon means. People that don't know what that is.
It's time.
And we find ourselves over at a little business called the Juice Joint. You can go and get your various specialty juices and mixes. We see finishing up her shift. Grant, would you like to describe your character?
Yeah, so, thank you. That's actually very helpful. Sarah Eliza Rowan, she is, a short, awkward, lanky goth girl. She's got, very dark makeup, kind of just smudged, but on purpose. Very pale skin. She doesn't like to go outside very often. She's wearing these cool fishnets that are ripped in certain places, and these combat boots, and she's got a couple of, maybe like a spiked jewelry here and there with, other things. But she's also wearing this very, very bright, almost Nickelodeon orange polo and visor, and it just does not fit. And she just looks really mad all the time. And she's right now taking off her apron, put it away, and really trying to not talk to this next person. I'm really trying to just get through the door with barely seeing them.
Oh, and as you were trying to slip through the door, you kind of you bump shoulders, not like aggressively, but almost on purpose. It feels like with Brayden, your favorite coworker.
Hello, worm.
Yo, did you set everything up for me? Everything good out there? I don't have to clean up after you or anything.
Because that would be so terrible if you had to do your job any more than you actually had to.
Because the manager said that you're supposed to set everything up for me. Classes. I'm allowed to, have you do that.
Brayden, what is your major again?
Oh, I'm undeclared.
Undeclared.
Yeah. I can just kind of figure that out.
Okay, well, why don't you get your walking protein shake ass in there, and I'm gonna leave.
So I was thinking, what if we
You were thinking? That's a lot. That's a big step.
He goes, he's stumbling over his words. He's pulling out his phone. You know that he's gonna text the manager, and you know that Evie's gonna call you up in a bit and be like, why do you keep clashing with all of your coworkers?
Good. They need me. And I put on my headphones. I put on some.
Just like any good Midwest emo, whiny sort of voice, I'm assuming. The voice that doesn't sound good, but sounds good for the band. You spill beer on my shirt now.
I didn't make that up. That was from a TikTok I watched.
It's very mom jeans, front bottoms. So yeah, you're headed out. Are you headed back home?
Yeah. I will, when I'm walking by the campus, I'll look specifically down.
Yeah, there's and you are getting, it's noon, so there's probably a lot of, the sidewalks are kind of packed, so you probably have to, you're keeping tight up against yourself while you're trying to avoid all eye contact.
I'm doing the thing you do in high school where you person weave as you're trying to get the class because people don't know how to freaking walk.
It never changes. And as you're walking and as you're trying to sort of bob and weave through all these students and teachers, your phone lights up. And you pull it out, and it is a message from Carson. And it says, hey, is your shift over?
Yes. No. I delete that. This emoji.
You see the three little dots on the bottom of the screen, and you get a message.
Doesn't know what those mean.
Does that mean it's over now, or it will be over?
Yes. All caps.
Cool. And then it says, come, C-O-M, to office, O-F-I-C.
Then I put another one of these. He needs to learn.
You see three dots start to appear, and then it stops messaging.
I'll go to the office.
Yeah. Coming down back, you get your way back to Thoroughfare Commons, and you walk up the front steps, and it's sort of set up that right in the front there's this there's the sort of entrance area that...
Is it like a key to get into the front entrance?
The front entrance you can just walk right into. Yeah.
That's safe.
Yeah, it is, because there's an office.
Oh,
There's like a little office room right there, and it's kind of... It's clean, but it's not like super upkept.
I go up to it, and I go to knock on the door.
You hear a little bit of commotion. like
Oh,
like somebody's like rattling a bunch of stuff around inside.
Are you naked in there?
No! I'm just... Hold on! You hear a couple more things rattle around.
I promise you that Mo was not serious. I don't know what narrative I just made.
He opens the front door and you see Carson, who is the landlord of Thoroughfare Commons. He's an older gentleman, probably in his mid to late 40s. He has a well manicured mustache goatee situation going on. Super. He's in the most relaxed clothes you can be in, while
That looks
also
like
looking
a-
slightly professional.
He looks like a mix of Jim and Chris.
His last name is Ceradsky.
That's
really funny.
That's
really
canon
funny.
now.
He opens the door. He's like, "Hey,
Are you having a senior moment?
I am having a normal moment. Thank you very much."
I'm sorry.
He says, "Can you come on in?" He opens the door and he just starts walking into the office.
I don't take my shoes off.
You don't need to. He takes his shoes off at the front and he puts them out. There's a little there's a shoe rack with a couple pairs of boots and stuff. He's like, "I really wish you would respect my office rules when you come in here."
I take
Thank
them
you.
off.
Thank you.
While we're continuing conversation.
Yeah, and he's sitting down and he's he's just shuffling with some papers at his desk. He's organizing them in front of him in two separate piles. I hate to break this to you.
Yeah.
Short notice.
Mhm.
I have 2 new residents coming in today. Can you please give them the walkthrough? You know, the basement is it is fucked down there.
Yes, you've told me that a lot.
Yeah,
No.
it's just getting worse. There's real hot steam, and I need to make sure that they get set up properly. I just don't want anyone wandering
Real
down
hot
there.
steam. Okay.
Yeah, well, Rohan's kid, if he wanders down there in the middle of the night because he's looking for some other cat or something, I can't have him getting just come on, he doesn't do, he's nice.
He's mean.
What?
Yeah.
He told me the other day that I was the coolest guy he ever met.
That's terrible judgment.
Okay, fine.
But I gotta say, you're the nicest guy I know.
It's so rare whenever you're nice that it actually, I had to think for a second about that. That was crazy.
It means something.
Wow.
Means
It
something.
means you're gonna help me by introducing
Yes,
these.
go ahead.
Thank you so much. So just make sure they know.
So
Yeah.
this month is free.
I just gave you last month free.
What?
Yeah,
No.
because you had to go to that concert out west town.
The Screaming Clowns was an important moment.
And I appreciate the band shirt that you brought back for me.
Is he wearing it?
It's a clown, with this evil twisted
Yeah.
and it's got a knife way up, and it says "Screaming Clowns" in this almost illegible font above it.
I'll do half off.
I'll do half off. I will do half off. That's fine.
Mm.
Just to give you the lowdown, one of them works at the diner across the street, Dean's. So her rent's probably going to be something around I was thinking 110, something like that. I don't know.
That's a little much.
You think so?
That's really not a lot. That's not a lot at all.
Yeah. And the other guy, he's coming from a little bit of a sort of legal sitch. We're gonna figure that out as we move on.
Okay. You don't know what it is, as in you're figuring it out?
Not that I don't know what it is. I don't think that he'd want me to tell you exactly why he's moving all the way across town.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, Carson, when are they coming?
He looks at his watch. So it's 12:30 right now. I think that I have them scheduled to do their walkthrough around 2:30.
2:30.
Yeah. So if you want, because I'm gonna just head down there right now, and he's as he's been talking, he's kind of been gathering up some stuff. He has one of those sort of soft shell tool bags with a bunch of random rusty tools kind of in it. He's grabbing a bunch of different things to maintain maintenance that almost seem like they don't really go together. So I'm gonna head right down there right now because if I don't get started on this situation, it's gonna get a hell of a lot worse before it gets any better.
Yeah,
you know?
don't drown.
Oh, thanks. You hear him like clomping off down the hall towards the basement door, around the corner, along the back of the stairs.
I'm milling through stuff a little bit.
Okay.
Oh.
What are you milling through?
Nosy.
I don't know, just papers. I want to know a little bit about these people. I'll look at his personal notes on people. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. So you sort of like shift the the sort of the packet, you like one of the pages, and you see the name at the top says Abigail Williams.
Okay.
And it says that she's 25. It says her occupation, which is that she works at a diner. And it says, and it just says a couple other things. It says there's a couple of like weird little notes that are just like, it says like weird personal thoughts that have no real meaning to whether or not this person should be a resident. It's just like
Creepy.
random weird thoughts that are written down. It's like weird clothes, kind eyes, look sad, question mark?
I really need to make him a dating profile. This is not good. Alright, I'm gonna go wait. We'll wait on the stoop. Stoop kid, afraid to leave his stoop.
Stoop kid, afraid to leave his stoop.
Yeah. And I'll just, I'll wait.
Alright, cool. You're sitting casually waiting for either Abigail or whoever the fuck else is coming to show up. They both should be here soon. Yeah.
I start writing a poem while I'm waiting.
Is it good poetry or is it shit poetry?
It's shit because I'm very subconscious about it.
That makes sense. It's like a rock in the tree.
I write
False.
like dirty robe, accented, screaming clowns, life. What the fuck is wrong?
I'm imagining way down the road, a couple of streets over, clunking down the road, we see this barely hanging on hatchback car making its way through the city.
Does it make like from the exhaust?
Yeah, most certainly. It's like one of those cars where when it's stopped at a light, you can see it shaking. Like
that's my car. That's my stupid Ford Taurus.
Listen, this one is it Stevie?
So bad.
Yeah, it is.
So it's a 1990s Honda Civic, specifically in like that ugly tan color.
And as you sit, as the light switches to red, you pull up at the stoplight, your body bouncing slightly with it as it goes. And would you like to describe your character, Victoria?
Sure. First off, the car is named Stevie. That's very important. But yeah, so Abigail Williams, she not from the Crucible. Abigail Williams. She has dark curly hair that's short. She's wearing her diner uniform, so it's kind of a 50s looking dress and like a green apron. And then she's got a jean jacket just thrown on over top. Stereotypical Hallmark movie sad girl.
So as you're sitting there at the light, your phone goes off. And as it does, you look down and you see that this is a phone call. And you see on the caller ID, it's Brad.
I reject that.
Yeah.
Back. But I feel guilty about it.
A couple seconds go by, you feel that signifies that you just got a voicemail left for you.
Go listen to the voicemail.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Miss Abs, just call me back and we can work this out, please. Just call me back, okay? Okay. And then the sort of like,
Thought that the second part.
I'm sure they're doing relatable.
yeah, right?
I like that guy. Yeah.
It clicks off. The light goes green.
Sit there for a minute. Probably until the car behind me. And then I'll go forward.
Cool. And you round the corner. Your sort of little phone GPS is probably sitting. Oh, hey, like there's a little red brick building, and a little pile of trash, and a despondent-looking young lady sitting out front, poring over this sort of notebook, not really paying any attention as your loud-ass car rattles up next to the front of the building.
Yeah.
Spitting as it goes.
Yeah, I'll pull up, turn it off.
That's funny.
get out of the car, or I'll kind of open the door and lean out a little bit. Or no, crank window.
The passenger side window, so you have to reach over
Oh, yeah.
to get to it.
Street parking.
Is this the what is this place? Thoroughfare Commons?
Yes.
Okay, and I can just park here?
Yeah.
Great.
It's like right in front of them.
Yeah, the hydrant is like right behind your bunker.
There's
There are no lines painted on the street though. There's 0 lines painted
I don't
on the
drive, I
street.
don't know.
I'll
So-
just roll the window back up.
So, you work at Dean's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had a shift earlier.
Who's your least favorite customer?
Customer?
Yes.
I don't know if we're supposed to. I mean, like, they're fine. They're just customers.
Yeah, but who's your least favorite?
Okay, so there's this one guy
Hmm?
who comes in and he always orders the same thing. He's always gonna act like I don't know what the heck that is.
Oh my god.
And it's just eggs.
Does he wear the sweater vest? Like the Argyle sweater vest?
Yeah.
I hate that guy. He comes to my place all the time, the juicy joint.
He doesn't seem like a juice person.
He says he just wants a blended apple juice. You know what we
Blended
use?
apple
We
juice?
use just apple juice. I just turn the thing on, I make the noise, and I just pour it in there. Because we don't have that on the menu.
He goes, apple juice, shaken, not stirred.
That's him.
As you find this moment of sort of like similarity, you hear this from the windows into the basement. And then you hear a bunch of like clanging.
So I'm supposed to move in?
Yeah, that's our landlord. I actually live here. I'm just doing a favor for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have the key or okay.
It's right here, and I pull up my shirt, and it's on my belly button ring. It's on a chain.
Okay.
I would like to take us back for a moment as you guys are having this conversation. I imagine over across the other side of town, we've got another resident coming to stay for the day, and how are they even getting there?
Well, I was gonna take my bike, but it got trashed.
Yeah.
The spokes of the wheel were kicked in, and the handlebars are just gone.
Oh shoot!
I guess you could.
Like maneuver something a little bit there.
Well,
Yeah, I can like try and like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try for a few blocks to like.
Yeah, this sort of like the front wheel is like kind of like bent in at a little bit of an angle, so it's really hard to get that sort of like halfway through the pedal. It's like you have to push extra hard to like get it to actually move.
I'm also carrying like all my belongings with me,
Yeah.
in like
So you.
2 backpacks.
This is so you.
And because of like the like lopsided weight of them, they're kind of like when you do a pedal, like it pulls you over to the side of it, and you have to like try to readjust so it doesn't fall.
At one point, I kind of like fall into the street, and there's a car about to come.
Someone's recording you.
You hear there's a couple of college students that kind of like walk by, and they're laughing, and you don't know if they're laughing at you or if they're laughing about some joke that they're talking about.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Worst.
Yeah.
I just imagine like some like TikTok girls like filming a dance and then you just go by and fall.
I try and I get really frustrated and embarrassed, and I just like kind of go in an alleyway, like ditch the bike, and just pick up my vest and just kind of like bear it down the street and just hope I can get there in a reasonable amount of time with as little effort as I can.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you look like?
Yeah.
Oh
Can you
yes, what do I
describe the
look
character
like?
for us,
So
Skag?
yeah. So this is Nicodemus.
Slay.
God, okay.
I love that actually.
He also kind of gothy, with a kind of relaxed style vest, little dangly earring with a moon on it, and a wide brim hat, a hoodie tied around the waist, and black hair. And they're just they're really trying not to be noticed on the street. They will pointedly, like if they're walking on the sidewalk, people are coming. If the people are starting to come, they're gonna like cross the street to go to the other sidewalk to continue walking.
Where you live was in the
The
historic.
so we're in the
area.
like, historic area. So all the nice little coffee shops and mom and pop shops are mom and pop shops.
Yeah, that's whenever you notice that some of these, like, it's not somebody that you don't know if they're laughing about you or talking about you. It's like you see a lady like look at you and then look at her friend and whisper something as they're walking by and crossing over to the other side of the street. You see some guy as you're walking down the street who is just looking at you, and he doesn't stop looking at you as you walk by until you're gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna like kind of go duck down an alley, like take an extra long route and like constantly be checking behind me, make sure no one's following me.
As you sort of stumble through this back alley, trying to get away from these prying eyes, you see over across the street there's a lady sort of hurriedly locking up this building, this studio. It looks like kind of early in the day. It's around 2 p.m. So it's like
It's basically evening.
2 o'clock p.m. on a Monday, and this store is closing up. It's kind of, it's like
They've got D&D. They've got D&D later.
you don't know where you are right now. You've gotten a little bit turned around.
Excuse me. Hi.
And she adjusts this red shawl on her shoulders, and she turns around and looks at you. And Nick, would you like to introduce?
I knew it. God.
So, let me make sure I have my art so I can actually reference. So, Nichelle Peters Roth is a little 5'5" older woman. She's in her late 50s, but she might tell you she's in her the early part of her favorite century ever on the planet Earth. She
Can you
is
say her name again?
Nichelle Peters Roth. She might also tell you that that NPR was named after her because they liked the syllables so much. Not the syllables, the letters so much, the acronym.
Holy shit!
And she's got like a turtleneck sweater on with a big red shawl. Couldn't find that at Walmart. But ever since the 60s, she's gone commando and she's never going back. All right. And anyways, she's also got some jazz shoes on, and she's ready.
What
Jazz!
What year is it? It's modern day.
It's modern
like,
day.
It's 2023.
So
it's
you've been
20XX.
commando since the day you were born, and you've.
Oh, I'm
never
sorry,
gone other way?
70s or 80s,
Yeah.
yeah,
She
probably.
could have been born.
No, 80s, sorry, we did agree, sorry, 60s were
Yeah.
Are
right.
you really in your 50s?
You're really thousands of years old.
Nick's character is a god in this campaign.
Yeah, I don't know, which we've never done before. I think it would be really interesting if I played a god. But yeah, she just looks at you and she goes, "Oh, look at you! You're just so skinny and frail! Oh, have you ever tried dancing? I think you'd be a great dancer." Yeah!
No.
Where are you trying to go?
It's a place, Thoroughfare Commons.
You must be one of the new tenants. You must be in the one that just opened up next to me.
Oh, okay, so you live there too.
Yes!
Okay, great. So you could show me how to get there?
Of course we'll go for a walk and I'll also give you a tour of downtown. How does that
Please.
sound?
No.
Come right this way,
Please.
come right this way. See, so over here, this is where I had my first kiss with Bobby Turner
Oh
in
my
the 12th
god!
grade.
And she drags you off, and despite your best efforts to get her to not, she is telling you her storied history of her time growing up around the Green Line.
Is this an
And-
interesting story, or is this like an energy vampire?
Well, it's kind of like, oh, and then she points to a corner. You see over there? It was when I was a small girl and I was traveling down to get me a soda pop at the local corner store that was owned by this man. He had a dimple and a giant wart on his forehead.
That is a lovely sash. Can I
No,
try
can
it
I
on?
finish? All right. You're gonna
And,
want to. This is the part you're gonna want
When
to.
you try to interrupt that story, and Nichelle kind of silences you, you feel your mood like in that moment. The hairs on your neck kind of stand up slightly, as
Jaxus.
as this kind of like real anger.
She just kind of. What was your name again?
I didn't tell you. Nico.
All right. Now listen here, Nathan. If you're gonna want to get along in this complex, just listen to me.
It's the only thing I've done so far.
And you're doing great. Would you like to come in?
If it gets me there faster.
All right, let's go.
I realize what time it is, and I go, "Hey, Abs, this is the last bit of silence we're gonna have."
Sorry.
Whoa.
What? Abigail.
Oh, sorry.
It's Abigail.
This is the last bit of silence we're gonna have.
You just hear from around the corner.
And you see the one, the only, the show-stopping Nichelle Peters Roth coming around the corner, and you see following behind,
Hunched, hat pulled down.
very excited to be following Nichelle.
Nichelle, you brought a new twink to audition for one of your shows, I see.
Can I just get my key?
Well, we have to give you the tour first, and then we give you the key. This is the process. It's the show. It's how we do this.
Thank you.
So you get a key.
He wanted you to have this.
He definitely wanted you to have this one, I swear.
Okay.
It says 108 on the bottom of it.
What is mine?
Yeah, you get your key, it says 104. First floor, right behind the stairs. Back behind the corner where we all just sort of came from, where Nico and Nichelle were sort of emerging from. Hidden just behind and just around. Well, Jim, would you like to describe your character?
Punched in the corner, observing everything.
Yeah, like peering around the corner.
Like Aragorn.
You see, yeah. So you see this man, he's older. He's like, not too old. He's like late 40s, I would say. He's got like a scraggly beard, and his hair is like starting to go a little bit. He's got a polo on, and just kind of like very generic looking clothes, peeking out of like the shadow.
Yeah.
With like a notebook. And he's got like a pen in his ear, but he's
Yeah.
also using a pen.
This guy's
like,
strapped.
Stealth pen.
And he's just like watching.
Watching the person that you've sort of got this just gut feeling about. This gut feeling that you have followed before just tells you that something isn't correct. You notice that as it is around 2:30, 2:45-ish, Nichelle's sort of posturing is way different. And sort of, what does that look like, by the way?
It's kind of like she goes from like, you know, like when you're in jazz class and they have you do the pas de bourrées against.
yeah.
Now it's kind of more a little bit more like Fosse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in a
Fosse time.
Fosse time. I think it's in All That Jazz in Chicago where they're doing the like squiggly arms down here. It's just kind of like that. She's like,
Oh my god.
But yeah, you're observing this from back there, and all the rest of y'all are just kind of like, as you're all standing there talking, one of the residents comes out of the front door, and she makes eye contact with Abigail, and she goes, "Oh, you're moving in today?
Yeah.
Oh my god!" She finds just a hole and just like swifts right through it and like wraps her arms around you real tight.
Okay.
And you're like, Abs, I'm so excited that you're here.
Don't call me that. My
Sorry.
name's Abigail.
Abigail, I'm so excited that you're here.
Yeah, she doesn't like that.
Thank you, Annie.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I told you this was gonna be great, right? You're
Oh,
right
that's
across
who that
from
is.
work.
Okay. Got it.
We can talk about all the residents. Oh my gosh, you met Nichelle. Hi, Nichelle! She's so weird. Oh my gosh, I love you.
I love you too. You know, we need to get you back in the studio.
Yes, because the movement classes were doing so much for me. I really felt like I was opening.
And you just have a face for show business.
Hey, I think it's 2:04.
Oh,
Look at 2, right?
shoot! You're right. I gotta open up this shit. We'll talk later. I've got a great housewarming for you. Oh my gosh, excited! And then she walks away.
Don't get hit by a car. Okay.
A person on a bike has to like.
So you knew Annie before this?
Yeah, we both work at the diner.
She is, she's something, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's very energetic.
You hear her go into the diner across the street and greet someone. You can hear it through the window.
It's that guy.
Yeah, it's
Argyle sweater.
Yeah,
She's
Mr.
why
Argyle.
I don't come back there. I've only been there like once or twice.
Sorry.
She's fine. It's just not what I need.
She's a great sense of legs.
Sense of legs.
Exactly. It's a term I coined back in 19.
1912.
1988. When I was on a regional tour of Caps. No, it was called Caps. Caps. That's what it was. Caps. We all wore these big old baseball caps, and we did dances around baseball fields. It's like kind of like a mob thing.
And as you're all having this conversation, you hear a little bit more noise and commotion come from the basement. This time from the other set of windows. This bright red light lights all of you up from the side for a second. It's really bright.
Ooh!
And then it fades away.
Those pipes.
Yeah. You hear a bunch of banging and then it stops.
Yeah, so don't go in the basement. There's a lot of work that needs done. It is terrible down there, which is what I've been told.
Not that I care, but what the fuck is that?
It's the pipes. They're not doing well.
You get used to it.
It's like a white noise, kind of, like city noises.
Sure, noise, but that's not noise. That's visual.
As you guys are having this conversation
I'm
over
Sarah,
here,
by the way.
debating on what the fuck that was, which, by the way, you saw that over there. What did you think of that?
Furious writing.
Furious. We hear a Discord notification go off on your phone.
Oh.
as you're like scrolling through.
I'm like trying to turn it down, but like I hit the down volume, and it like my volume was all the way up, so it like plays even louder.
Do I hear it?
Yeah, you hear that absolutely.
I think also the light on my phone, like I pull it out and it like illuminates my face.
You're trying to tap it off, and you accidentally turn the flashlight on.
Yeah, exactly.
And just like shine it all over the ground. What is Gene's online? What's Gene's Discord?
My online name is Baskerville, but it's spelled lowercase b at $, lowercase k, lowercase e, capital R, lowercase w, lowercase I, 113.
Are you a tenant? Are you a new tenant?
Uh,
Or are you just some weird guy?
what?
Just some weird guy?
I'm not.
Oh, you're
Start
one of my
taking
fans,
on the
right? You're here from the local paper. You're trying to get that story on me about how I came back from the big city to help these awkward-toed children learn how to dance and express their movement with bodies.
He like comes out of the alleyway and here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Comes out of the alleyway and you see like from what I described the clothes, but then he's also like kind of the shirt is pulled over it because he's got like a little bit of a belly, but you see kind of coming out is this big rectangular pink fanny pack. And on the front it says it just says like in the corner it says Baskerville in regular letters. It's like hand embroidered so it looks shitty as hell.
Wow. Do I know what this is? No, it's
He moved in about a week and a half ago.
Gene.
Wow. Yeah, Gene.
Hi everyone. I'm Gene VanCamp.
Is that your last name?
Yeah.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
Hey guys.
He has anime protagonist energy.
How do you spell it?
short.
Do you capitalize the C?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate you. Why? Okay.
Oh,
Gene?
man.
Well, I should probably get my stuff.
Yeah,
Get
I want
moved
to.
in. So nice.
Do you need help moving your stuff?
I have to do the
Yeah.
tour. I'm sorry.
It's really
I'm-
okay.
No.
If you can just show me like my room and I think I'm good.
Okay. Well, hi. I'm Sarah. This is Thoroughfare Commons. Your landlord is Carson. And yeah. I can show you where everything is. So let's go.
She's like cha-chaing as she goes in.
I love that Nichelle has
For those of you who live here, you really don't have to follow.
Yeah, you sort of start the marching order up the stairs, and I'm imagining that we all follow, because I'm sure that y'all are just, you really want to get in your
Just
fucking
wanna
room.
move in.
Shockingly, yeah, Gene, you too.
Mm.
All of us are living on the same floor in the same hallway.
Why
Whoa.
did he do this?
Is it
God
the
damn
first
it.
floor or second floor? Or third?
First floor. There's like an office right here at the front. It continues on back in a corner around this sort of like old staircase that goes up. So back that hall is where all of your rooms are, and up the stairs is where the rest of it is.
Gotcha.
I do imagine there's an elevator that has been out of order since the place opened and has never been in order. in that front area as well?
That's the elevator. Usually people dump their cigarette ash in there. Yeah, so Carson's pretty secretive, but he's a very nice person. Like, he will, like, help you or whatever if you need it. Yeah, but I hate to say it, but if I'm available, I will probably be doing the work. But it's whatever. I guess these are also your rooms. It's so great.
Yeah, the hallway is, like, it's just wide enough. And, yeah, it's weird because all of your rooms are, like, right next to and across from each other.
Who am I across from? Fucking Gene?
Yeah.
I'm kind of nonchalantly also just playing with my butterfly knife, just like
you might cut yourself. Thunk! I throw it into your fucking door.
It's best not to challenge her. She's very defensive, and she might cut you. She told me she would cut a bitch.
I
don't know what that means. I'm not really a bitch.
She has...
This one time when I was in Kentucky, I was on a bus ride, and this woman tried to steal my bag because she thought there was some valuable stuff in it because there's a lot of janglies in it.
Okay.
It was just my jewelry that I bought.
Well, she
from
looked
the
like
store. Yeah, she tried to attack me, so I stabbed her.
Oh my god. And as you're having this conversation, the clock in the hallway, it strikes at, like, it doesn't strike because it's just showing. It's 3:15, so it's not really gonna...
It strikes at 3:15 every day? It's broken, I'm sorry.
You'd never be able to fix that. It's a weird old German cuckoo clock, so it's like... It makes
like
a
Lynchspiegel.
Yeah, it makes a really...
It's a bell, like a school bell.
Yes.
Oh, well, I better
Yeah.
get my stuff.
I mean...
Oh yeah, we can help you decorate.
Oh, that's okay.
I have an amazing idea. You know, when I was
Michelle, it's hitting around 3 o'clock. How are you feeling?
It's time for a nap.
You know, I'm feeling just a little under the weather. I'm gonna go back to my place.
Oh no!
I know it's gonna be so hard. I'm such the life of the party.
I turn around to try and secretly write in my notebook.
Okay.
Oh, you want an autograph? That's right. Can I see? I'll write down on there for you.
Yeah, why don't you let her see it?
Let me write down my autograph.
Are you gonna just give it?
No.
Alright, then, for our first roll, which means we're gonna have to dole out these dice, I would like you to roll to manipulate someone. I'll dole the rest of these dice out on the break.
What's everyone's favorite cryptid?
Ooh, that is a 12.
Damn.
Wow.
Indeed.
Hmm.
So,
12 is our first roll.
yeah, 12 as their first roll. So on a 12 plus,
That's really good.
not only do they do what you want right now, they also become your ally for the rest of the mystery. Or, if you do enough for them, permanently. Very, very, very interesting.
Wow.
So can I see that piece of paper so I can give you my autograph?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
You feel this, like, in your gut, it drops. And you feel compelled to let her see this and to give her this paper for her autograph, of course. And you hand it, yeah. And what is it? Yeah, what's the shell do?
She pulls out. She reaches into her turtleneck.
Does it smell like smelly old lady boobs?
Oh god, that shouldn't have got me that hard.
What?
It got me hard.
It did.
Got me that hard.
The shell.
She hands it to you and goes, "Now hold on to that tightly, and I do have to warn you ahead of time, per my agent, which is me, and my manager, which is me. If you try to sell it online for a profit, I do get a 50% of the cut, and I will sue you if I don't get that."
She just handed it right over. Did you look at what was on the paper?
I would like to look what was on the paper.
Yeah, so you see casually, it's just, notes about you. Notes about where your studio is, and about, like, what your hours are for your classes, and when you close, and, like, what your room number is,
I think they're gonna bang.
Oh, you're really a fan.
Gene, are you a stalker?
Yes. No, I'm a fan.
Oh, I'm very professional. I don't like to, what's the word? Mingle with the groupies.
How many groupies do you have?
Definitely under the 10 number, but still a few.
Well, I'm gonna get my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk to my
Goodbye.
car.
Because it's getting just more and more awkward. You kind of all find half-assed excuses to break off into your own room.
We tried.
I think I snuck away as soon as I could.
Yeah, right. You found, as a matter of fact, the moment that the paper, like do you want my autograph? You snuck off into your room. Everyone else has sort of found their way into theirs. Doors are closed. We all get a moment to sort of take in our space and just be alone in Thoroughfare Commons, to feel relaxed and to feel just like this sense of calm.
There it is.
And it washes over you a little bit. And I think that's where we're gonna take our break for now.
Okay.
This is the most relaxed I've ever been.
Yeah, in months, dude.
Yeah.
Months.
Say good time to break because that curtain just fell.
Oh, that's funny.
Hi, Guild friends. This is Gabby Guppy from Current Events. I'm afraid I have some grave news. At high tide, just before sunset, a currently unknown assailant murdered Tristan Sonara, one of 3 heirs of the Trident Concordant. This horrendous crime took place in the Prince's quarters at the Corona Corrales in Pearlscar. The cause of death is still under investigation as the citizens of Corinth hold vigil. Our hearts are with the royal family, the city of Pearlscar, Corinth, and all of Chromeria as we mourn the loss of one of our brightest, caring, and influential leaders of our time.
Part 2, a marker. Cool.
That was okay.
That was better than the first one, I can say.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna jump ahead to like around let's say it's midnight. How many of you are sleeping right now?
Absolutely not.
Not sleeping. I saw some no's over there.
Not sleeping. Yeah, not
Gene-
sleeping.
I can't imagine
yeah.
Gene rarely sleeps.
Gene's
I
never
imagine.
slept. Gene
Gene
VanCamp
doesn't
doesn't sleep.
Michelle. Nah.
No.
How about you?
I don't think tonight I am. I mean, like, eventually, but right now I'm probably just, like, sitting there with my, like, 2 cardboard boxes of random things.
Am I hanging out with Carson or?
You know, you were supposed to watch whatever movie you
No, Invasion of the Zombie Snatchers.
But Carson never ended up back in his office.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Can I take some of the weed out of his desk?
Sure.
Man.
Do you know where the stash is?
I think I would.
By this point, yeah, probably.
Well,
after
here's the tax, Carson. All right.
in that sort of like that thin like pencil middle slot, you pull that out and there's like this bag of real mid-looking weed with like seeds and stems, and, like this really dirty res pipe.
You should call it brown line.
And then the other drawer is locked. So you can't open that one.
I do like a small amount just to get me through the night.
It's not even that great. And as you're sitting in the office, falling into this relaxation in the chair, and at first you think it's just the weed because it's like, you know, oh man, I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
And then you sort of slowly start to like sink deeper and deeper, and you almost enter this sort of trance state.
Avatar state.
Avatar state style. You're like kind of like fall and droop back. We're gonna have our little premonition here to start off our second part of our campaign.
Premonition. At the start of each mystery, roll plus weird. On a 10 plus, you get a detailed vision of something bad that is yet to happen. You take a +1 forward to prevent it coming true, and mark experience if you stop it. On a 7 to 9, you get clouded images of something bad that is yet to happen. Mark experience if you stop it. On a miss, you get a vision of something bad happening to you, and the keeper holds 3 to be spent 1 for 1 as penalties to rolls you make.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's the thing. Rolls always have either something bad or something good is gonna happen. And if it's bad, you're gonna experience.
Can you lose experience?
No.
Lame.
You can only
So
get
only goes-
experience.
great.
Yeah. When you get a forward, that's just you can add a +1 to any of your rolls later on down the line, and it stays there until you use it.
That's really nice.
But could you roll for your premonition?
Weed premonition.
Weedinition.
9.
Hey.
You get clouded images of something bad that is yet to happen. Mark experience if you stop it.
So as you're sitting there in this sort of fugue state, everything goes black. But then you after a couple seconds, you look down and you see your body perfectly clear, and you realize that you're just standing in a pitch black void. And as you're
I've
standing,
finally done it. Ego death.
this is what you've been waiting for all along. You notice sort of like erupting forth from you, not like violently, you don't feel this, but it's like a beam of light. These other streams of light sort of start to shine down into this void. 4 other beams of this orange light, and then a blue one up above. And there's like a pulsation sort of starts to build, and you see this red glow sort of start to emanate from the back, and it like overtakes you, and it feels like you're in a wind tunnel, and you feel this rush of emotions and like feelings and images washing over you. All of you, every single one of you, you're in there in this darkness too. You were sitting in your room 1 second, talking with your Discord friends.
Yeah, I have like a headset on.
Yeah, you've got a gamer's headset.
You're not even gaming, just.
But you know that you can feel everybody there. You can feel the presence of everyone. And as this is happening, you get hit with a barrage of images. It's like we go into darkness, and then these red lights turn on, like the rear lights of a car, and it illuminates this guy standing there in the middle of these 2 red lights with it looks he's wearing a really nice suit, and he's holding this like these flowers.
Okay.
And you just sort of hear this hum sort of start to move away, and you watch him sort of fade into the distance, just watching as these red lights fade away. And then as quick as he disappears, it's like the speed picks up times 50, and you feel yourself rushing faster and faster and faster and faster, like you're running, like you're moving, and you're moving towards the back of this brown-haired girl who is sprinting away, and she gets under this sort of like beam of light, and right as she gets there, she turns around. You hear this scream almost as the camera crashes against her, is what it would be like if this were a film. Flames all around you, and you hear the static is getting louder and louder. It goes from just radio static to this it's like squawking and barking and screeching and all these animal noises, this cacophony of different sounds. And you wake up. You weren't sleeping, but you all wake up in your rooms. All these, and that lasted, the length of that vision was probably about 5 seconds total. Yeah, and you wake up.
Is anything broken around me?
Nothing's broken, but all the papers that were on Carson's desk, they're scattered across the floor. You've knocked down his little like name sign and like the pencil cup.
I go, oh, god damn it, not again. I start putting those in there, and with my other hand, I'm gonna start calling my therapist.
Yeah.
I mean, she did say if something weird happened to call her, so.
So the ringer's going, and it's going, and it's going, and it's going, and right as you think it's about to go to voicemail, she picks up and she's like, Sarah, are you okay?
I don't know. I just, it happened again. But it wasn't just blackness. I saw a bunch of stuff, a lot of weird stuff.
All right, calm down.
And there's like a lot of.
So you didn't break anything? You didn't break anything this time?
No.
That's improvement, right?
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. You're okay. Why don't we get you into the office tomorrow? Maybe. Would you be all right with that? Do you need to come by?
Yeah. I mean, I've got a shift, but
If you want to swing by after or before, just
no, I'll
come
do
on
it.
through.
It's fine. Thank you, Dr. Nettie. I'm sorry I disturbed your sleep.
No, you're fine. Just if it happens again, call me. I will. If I don't answer, leave a voicemail. Just don't do anything drastic, okay?
Okay. Live long and prosper.
He says, and with your spirit, and then it hangs up the phone.
Why did I say that?
As you hang up the phone, you notice that at the door, there is a red light coming underneath the frame, glowing, kind of pulsating a little bit.
All of our doors?
Well, yours for sure.
Sorry, yours being the apartment door or the door from the office going into the
the door of the room that you are in currently.
Okay.
Does anyone have a therapist they want to call?
I should, but I'm just crying.
Can I just wake up shaking a little bit and
Nico wakes up from this vision. It really shook you that
I'm still hearing it.
seeing the front windows of the shop and sort of like hearing the clicking of paws and stuff.
Go to the bathroom, run the water in the sink, splash my face, kind of rub my eyes, trying to wash away.
Just don't want to focus on that for too long. Yeah. And as you look at your frame in the mirror, your eyes red and stinging and the bag's heavy. You see behind you in the mirror, your front door, and you see this thin red outline of light.
That's so ominous. I love it.
Pulsating gently.
I look behind me, it's
still there, yeah, it's still there when you
look
look both ways.
reflection. I don't have a lot with me. I have one blanket and one pillow, and I don't want to. I take like my backpack and kind of just shove it at the floor, just to kind of shove the light out.
I don't want to think about it.
Yep.
That's fucking great. But it's still like emanating from the top of the frame and the sides of the frame and like shining through. Because it's an old school key. Like it's like a big chunky old like hotel key, so you can see it like coming through the keyhole as well. Like shining through, and it is just like when you put the bag against it to try and stifle it, it gets brighter. Like it shines harder.
It's mad.
I put my hand against the door and I'm gonna peer through the keyhole.
Yeah, and when you put your hands against the door, it's humming. It's like humming, like with energy.
Burns your retina.
And as you look through that keyhole, you just see it's a long red tunnel.
Dude.
And at the other end there's a door.
Does that reflect what I know of the hallway to be?
The walls of the apartment complex are eggshell white. So what you are
And
seeing...
also, isn't it the elevator is like across the hall from the entrance to the building?
Exactly, yeah.
So no.
So you're seeing not even a hall with doors, you're seeing a long, it's like a tunnel, it's like curved, like a bomb shelter tunnel, kind of.
Cool.
And you see it go all the way down into the distance, and you see a small door. It looks just like your apartment door, just reflected on the other side.
Hearing all this is quite a complex mystery that we have to figure out.
That's the kind of level of quality that Michelle was bringing to the stage in her heyday, I think.
Literally, they used hay.
Yeah, they got a lot of influence. You see that sort of...
Watch me whip.
Back in the
the water
1680s when she was...
So yeah, I'm looking at this. No, I'm gonna go back to my bed.
Yep.
Yeah, pillow over the head, covered up, and somehow this red light pierces right through the darkness of your pillow. It like glows brighter and brighter. The frame of the door, it looks like it's like on fire, but it's just like this neon red light that is booming out of there, and you're trying to hide yourself from it.
It's a freaking nightmare.
Yeah, right? And as you're doing that, Nichelle.
Am I still in my night?
Yeah, you are, because it's about midnight 30 right now.
Do I know enough right now to maybe find where the pill cabinet is?
Eat your pills. Your borax.
You know what? I think so. You're feeling this. You're sort of like you're sort of beating at your chest a little bit. You're like grinding your teeth up a little bit. You're feeling your shoulders are all twanged out. And you would you like to describe what you look like right now, or?
Sure. So, whereas getting out of bed for Nichelle on any other day but Monday, you would see.
Oh my god!
So, as opposed to this beautifully aged wine of a person, is instead you see these long spider monkey-esque fingers reaching forth out of the bed, and then with like this incredibly long forearm with hair all over it, and you start to hear the drip of this drool as coming out with these glowing orange eyes and a crazy mop for a head is this. Oh, and by the way, her turtleneck is ripped apart, and she's got a little dangly titty moment going on too. Is this
What the fuck?
It's this were-monkeys of sorts.
Oh my god!
That's crazy. Just like, where my pill?
Yeah, I do imagine you're like half cognizant during
That's
this
the
day,
monster
yeah.
of the week.
It's our weekly monster.
Russian
Are
candy.
you what we're hunting?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ, that is terrifying.
Right?
That's scary as fuck.
Right?
Where did you get that idea?
I don't know.
I kind of vibed it out.
I think it was. I wasn't sure what class I wanted to do. Like I had an idea for the character, and then we stumbled upon the monsters, and I said,
What if I was a monkey monster?
And then Jim was like, what if I was Grant?
"That's honestly the more wild card choice for the table." But yeah, she's just stumbling along, and she's almost got this little bit of boogie to her.
A little bit of boogie woogie. And does she walk on her like knuckles?
She kind of walks like she's almost there. Like anytime she, like I said,
Yeah.
Okay.
One arm is definitely lower than the
Fuzzy
other.
Funky monkey.
and she's gonna go for the pill. And she's
All right.
gonna stretch out.
You're trying to use a little bit of cognizance to find your pills. I'd like you to roll to act under pressure, please.
Oh, act under pressure.
It's the hunchback of Notre Dame.
What's that?
Okay, that's a 8.
An 8.
Oh, it's up there.
So I'm going to give you the keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or a price to pay. And you know, you find your way into the bathroom, and you're like clattering around. You open the medicine cabinet, and you have your pills there, but you've got one left.
Oh,
You have not gotten your medication refilled
Someone get some bananas.
quite some time. And it's the only one you've got.
I want it now. All right. Yeah! We're back, baby. We're so back.
Yeah, what happens whenever you take this pill? Like, what is there a visual accompaniment with
So
this?
it's kind of like you hear like a lot of like her bones cracking back into place, and she just like is now kind of in this like almost like oversized t-shirt sweater type of vibe.
Oh, she
And
has a sweater just for it.
Yeah, and so she's just kind of like, okay, we're back. We can go back to bed. I'm sure the red light is gone.
Yeah. And you come back out into your living room in your tattered clothing.
Yeah, it's almost like, have you ever seen like your mom who has like an old nightgown that she's had for like 10 years and
Yeah.
like
A muumuu.
and like a muumuu, and
muumuu,
essentially
yeah.
like one wrong move and you might see a titty. It's like that.
Yeah, you stumble out, barbecue sauce on your titties,
Yes.
and
Monkey sauce on my titties, actually.
You see
Monkey sauce!
You see a whole bunch of monkey sauce over at the front door.
Just all the drool.
You definitely see, you still see the rim of that red light reverberating through your front door and shining through the keyhole.
I'm still me, but there's a light. There's a light.
No.
And as you start seeing the sort of, the light almost reacts to that, actually. Like, it starts to like,
The light is a Rocky Horror fan.
it really is, it starts to like, sort of like, throb to the beat, I guess.
Throb to the
Wait a minute.
Throb to the left. The throb zombie.
Maybe I didn't have to move to the big city. Maybe the place I was born to shine is in that hallway. I'm ready now. I'm ready. Here I come. She's going to open it and she's going to rip it open.
Your fans, yeah, you get to your door and you rip it open, and it is a long hallway, with what looks, it's a long red domed hallway, and at the very, very, very end of it, there is your apartment door.
She comes out and she just goes, just put one foot in front of me. She just starts like chassaying down the hallway.
Yeah.
And she's like,
In your tattered monkey clothes.
Yes.
And you sort of like, soaking in your moment, you hear behind you,
The ensemble?
Greek chorus.
skittering, running around, and kind of like accompanied by like scraping and that sort of gooey, slimy. Eventually, you turn around back behind you, facing towards the room you just came out of, and you see these two glowing red orbs in the middle of the darkness of your room, staring out at you.
Hello?
As you say that, it bounds out of the room,
Oh.
and it's Michelle. It's you. In full monstrous monkey form. Teeth out, claws ready, and you're bounding towards yourself. You are sprinting
I'm gonna keep.
full force.
I'm gonna start running the other way. Can I turn into nicer monkey?
You try to focus in, right?
Yes.
And what are you doing as you're moving?
So,
Like,
as opposed to the boogie oogie monkey, I'm now turning into just this little capuchin monkey.
You see, I once did LSD with the monks of Hanuman.
I'm not even gonna have you act under pressure for that one because
Okay.
I think that this is something that it's weird. It's not something that you have actively tried to do before to become. But as you move, you feel this fight or flight response kick in, and you feel this need to escape, and your body, it transforms in a way that you've never felt it before. It's not like a painful twisting and snapping of your limbs as much as it is like you go to reach out and your limbs feel like they're longer and extended. You feel your sort of height shorten a little bit as you start sort of swinging, grabbing along the sides of this hall to try and like escape.
She's almost got like a little bit of like extension with it, like she's in a, you know what I'm saying? Like when your teacher told you to extend in jazz, she's like,
she's extending, skating through this hallway, and right as you feel like, it's like you can feel it like reaching out and trying to grab at the back of your collar as you're moving, and right as you feel like it's about to like snatch the collar of your sweater, you slam into that door at the other end, and you like begin to open it. But before we get in there, I would like to jump over to Jean over in your room.
all this monkey madness, am I right?
What is happening?
Right? What is Jean up to in the middle of the night, for one thing?
So I think at this point, Jean was definitely, I think, listening to some like, listening to some like very generic like study music.
Yeah.
Caramel dancing.
Like in the background while he was like on, some like backwoods like message board, to like trying to like scrape shit together about like supernatural whatever. So coming in now, he's got his notebook open, and you see he's like kind of sweaty and his eyes are like kind of glassed over, and he's just muttering to himself. And if you look, he's like drawing like all across the page, like page after page of like this like street light that like comes down over this like figure that if you like saw it from far away, you thought maybe it was a person, but like when you look closer, it's like the closer it gets up to the face, it gets like more like less legible like as a picture, and it just looks like some kind of like glob of like a creature. And there's just like
Happening.
like 7, 8, 9 different versions of this same like streetlight creature, like this thing under the streetlight, and he's just like Gary,
And as you're
That's
pouring
very
over-
Marble Hornets.
It's very Marble Hornets.
And I think he's been waiting for. Well, actually, I'm like not looking at the door, because I think at this point I've seen the light, and so I'm not looking at it. And right now I'm waiting for a response from one of my forum buddies.
Yeah.
That I asked about like I want to say I asked them about like sudden onset visions.
Which of your net friends did you send that to? I think I left a little room for you to make your own net friends. Also, I don't know.
Yeah, you did. I was thinking that I sent it to Baki. Baki Ralboa is the magic ritual expert. So I was kind of trying to pick his brain about that.
Cool. So you want to ask him for help? Why don't you give me a roll for your net friends and see what you get?
Let me roll my net friends here. That's That's a 7. That's a 7. That's a 7.
Okay, so what do you get on a 7 here?
On a 7 to 9, they're prepared to help, but it's either going to take some time or you're going to have to do some part of it yourself.
Okay. Are you actively ignoring the red light, or are you just like it's so out of your focus right now that you're not really paying
I'm
attention?
ignoring it because I'm like trying to convince myself that I'm real. This is real, and like that was fake. And it's not real. It's not real.
Yeah, and I think that you do get a notification on your Discord from Baki
fucking Roleplay.
Or whatever this sort of version of Discord is in this universe.
Yeah.
Because you do notice that as he sort of pings in, you notice on his profile that he has an away message, like, pasted at the top.
Yeah.
That states that he's like on vacation at a cruise right now.
Hello,
And I
Discord
have as well.
kittens. I will not be attending tonight's ball.
That's pretty much what he's saying. He sends you a message back, and it basically reads like, it's like I can do some research into sort of visions, but he asks like, what was the vision? Did you have it, or did somebody tell you about it?
Right.
And he asked a couple of specifics about the vision and if you were awake or if you were asleep and things like that. And he's like, yeah, I'll let me know. I'll get back to you in a couple of days.
Okay. Do you have a meme chat in your server?
Yeah.
Who sent the last meme?
Pumpkinhead. It was like Jack Skellington x Mothman, like fan art.
Me when people expect me to be normal.
And then it's just Mothman making out with Jack Skellington.
Yeah.
We are cringe, but we are free.
That's so funny.
I'll make art for that actually.
Thank you.
Do it.
Just
Jack Skellington is holding Mothman for sure.
Yeah. For sure. But Mothman is like flying a little bit.
Oh yeah, he's flying with them. Yeah.
Yeah. But as you're sitting there, slowly.
Oh, that's not good.
Nope. No.
Your door opens up,
Okay.
and the light starts pouring through, much brighter than it was before.
Okay. I like slowly like turn to look at it.
It wants you to go in. Like there's like this sort of draw, this sort of thrall to it almost, and it's like it's beckoning you. And I mean, what's this setting off for you?
It feels very like targeted, you know? It feels like this is like happening to me, you know, like this is like
Of course, of all people.
exactly. It's like you know, like this shit follows me like wherever I go, you know, like it's very like
Also, it's happened before.
like I feel very, you know, like targeted, I guess.
And as you sort of stare down the hallway, you notice like another door kind of like pops open. And you see like this little capuchin monkey bashes through into the room.
Into my room?
Not into
like the light.
And Nichelle, from your perspective, you opened that door that is your apartment on the other end into another tunnel of light.
Is Big Monk still behind me?
You're looking into pure darkness. It's almost like everything behind you is disappearing as you're running. You feel its presence.
She's gonna start
coming at
running for the next door, yeah.
Yes. So yeah, you witnessed this.
I fucking dive over to my bed and like scramble under my pillow.
All right. Yes.
Yeah, I fucking grab my gun from under my pillow
Oh.
and I quick snap my fanny pack to me and like scramble on the nightstand
Is there
for
like
my
a close up on it like your Batman?
for my scramble for my Watchman's flashlight.
Yes.
I fucking put that shit and I got this like tiny snub nose 38.
That's
And
cool,
So are you in your bed right now, or?
yeah,
are you...
I'm on the bed. Yeah.
All right.
I click the flashlight on.
oh God.
And yeah, are you
As a
still in
monkey?
your monkey form?
I would like to think that the second that the light starts, she starts to transform back into herself.
Okay, so like that light crashes across this monkey face.
Okay.
And as it does, you see like a flash, kind of like in your drawings where it's like not exactly a full-on like vision, it's like blurry.
Okay,
You see
yeah.
a flash of like what could be a monstrous face. It's just Nichelle there, kind of like in slightly tattered clothing, like just staring at you through the slightly open door, one end of this red tunnel illuminated, you at the other end.
Can I get some help, please?
Zaril!
Please, I'm being chased by somebody. Please help me.
Well, I know you're not lying.
That is true. You
And
do
wait,
know.
because of my role earlier, aren't we like friends or something? I don't know. Like, what is that? Didn't you say that?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's something else that we need to keep in mind. Yeah, because of how good your role was on the manipulate someone, because you got 12. So yes, you see Nichelle, and you do notice you're like you know immediately that her words are true. She's not giving you the runaround. She's not giving you bullshit.
I'll just like, I'm looking at you like with the thing, and I'll just like have the light, and I'll just look at you and be like.
She goes to shut the door.
Yeah.
What does Jean's room look like?
What does Jean's room look like?
Yeah, how kempt are we here?
It looks like, there's like a couple like Mountain Dew bottles on the nightstand.
What kind? Like 2
what
liter?
kind? I don't know. There's one that's like Code Red.
Yeah.
And there's one
Gamer
that's
fuel.
just like regular. Or no, it's Diet Mountain Dew. The other one. He trades off between the like most rancid sugary one and Code Red, and then the
He
Diet.
feels guilty. He feels guilty about the other one.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
There's like a small like TV that has like an antenna coming out of it that like tunes to like
The History Channel.
no,
Like PBS.
like Conspiracy Anonymous,
Yeah,
fucking
okay.
type shit. And he's just got like regular sheets. It like one corner's pulled off. He like hasn't made the bed in a while. There's like a closet that has like 2 coats in it, and like a suitcase that he's been living out of the suitcase. Like he hasn't like bothered to put anything into the dresser or anything like that.
It's like somebody lives here. Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody definitely is here.
how charming of a place. Do you have a phone?
Yeah.
Can I call 911, please? Somebody was following me.
911.
911.
Okay. Sure.
You have a landline?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go up to the wall. It's like a little black and white phone hanging off.
And she's like,
There's no noise. There's not a dial tone.
Oh, it's just nothing.
did you
There's
forget to
nothing.
pay your bill?
What?
It's not, there's nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's like it's pure radio silence. There's not even like a little. It's like the phone's not even on at all.
Okay, here's what we need to do. We need to go back down to the hallway. You're coming with me, so we're not alone. And we're gonna go find another phone, since you can't pay your bills for some reason.
Oh, well, I have this phone. I give you my cell phone.
The call immediately drops. The moment you put in your phone, to your ear, you get that boop, and the call ends.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do.
You better stop. It's gonna blow up like a Samsung.
Yeah, as you keep tapping through the phone to try and call it, you accidentally swipe down and hit like one of the notifications that wasn't cleared away, and the picture of Jack Skellington and Mothman making out passionately.
Oh, you're in
but
here's
yeah,
it back, and then she's like, do you have any hand sanitizer, by the way?
So none of your phones are working right now, and there's no line to the outside.
Wait, so I'm sorry, is that a gun?
What?
You have a gun?
Yes.
Can you, let's go.
What? Let's stay here.
No, we need to get out of here. There is a madman on the loose. We need to get out of the building.
Yeah. So let's stay here. It's safe in here.
Oh wait, we're on the first floor. Where's your window?
It's just like literally right behind us.
She goes over and she like tries to undo the blinds.
Whip open the. I'm assuming are they like blackout curtains? I'm assuming you want to
Yeah.
pitch black. And your face is just like washed in this red light.
Ah!
And it's not like a tunnel out there. It's just like a wall. It's just like it looks like a solid wall of red, just glowing and pulsating through the window.
I don't like that.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like
And
this.
the whole time that any of you have been in this sort of space, it's like this gentle humming sound in the background, constantly, barely perceptible, but definitely perceptible.
How do I need to roll?
Roll for monkey.
For monkey.
Yeah. Do you feel?
She's getting a little freaked
a
out.
little antsy, and you feel your breath start to quicken, and the hairs on the back of your neck start sticking up a little bit. Yeah. And I would like you to roll. I would like you to roll to protect someone.
Okay. That's an 8.
Yeah, so as you see outside into that red void, you freak out, you feel yourself, you feel like your hand starting to, and Jean's right there next to you, and you feel your arm go up, and it's like in that moment as it's about to come down, you like catch yourself, grab yourself instead, and you like yank at your hair, and you dig your claws kind of like into your skull a little bit.
The fuck?
In
This
this
is
effort
terrifying.
to not hurt someone else.
I don't
and
like this.
You take one harm from that.
I am freaked
With the
the
tail
fuck
claw.
out.
That's funny.
Yeah, what does Jean do when that happens?
Jean,
Just end it.
yeah, I know.
It's her time.
I know. Oh my god. Jean is like, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, please, I'm just trying not to hurt anybody. Please, I'm just trying not to hurt
And
anybody.
yeah,
What are you?
I don't know. I thought I was just a star, but now I'm more, but not in the way that I want to be more.
I think, Jean, there is like every fiber of your body for like your whole entire life is screaming at you that you need to pull that trigger or you need to do something about this.
Oh man. I don't think the hammer is pulled or anything, so he's just kind of like shaking there for a second, and he just like kind of like looks at the window, and then like at the door, and I look at you and I'm like, do you want some coffee or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you need help making it? I can make it.
No. You stay. You just stay over there, and I'll just put my like things like in my little utility
Fanny
pack, and like go like do the old like shitty motel coffee machine that I have over there,
Right, yeah.
and just like start making some like really shitty coffee.
Just gonna try to wrap her loose sweater around a little bit more. Do you have a blanket or anything like a towel or something?
Okay, I'm making the coffee. Hold on a second.
I can only do one thing at a time.
I
Do
hope
you want a blanket or do you want coffee?
Well, I'll take the coffee first.
Okay. Because I'm like, in Jean's mind, okay, this is freaking me out, but I'm not going out the window where there's nowhere to go and there's a light, and I'm not going in the hallway with the monkey, so if I'm staying here, might as well make some fucking coffee.
It's instant coffee too. It's not like.
And you still put it in the coffee pot?
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah. Oh yeah. You guys start to make coffee and contemplate what you're gonna fucking do. But yeah, a couple of rooms down the hall, we've got a small problem going on in your room, and you're seeing a big band of red light. What were you doing, by the way, before this even happened?
Yeah, so pre-vision, rewind. I was just sitting on my bed with my unpacked boxes, which there's not very many of, and which contain really random contents. And I was just sitting there thinking about my life choices.
Yep.
The light of the keyhole is like right against your eye. Like you can, like it's shining across the room, and it's
Oh, I
like
hate
shining into your eye. Yeah, like perfectly.
First instinct, I'm gonna grab my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna dial Brad,
Yeah. Oh. So yeah, you go to call up Brad.
and it's gonna, if it even rings,
It starts ringing.
I think I'm gonna panic and hang up.
Oh, Brad.
You hang up.
He's like,
No.
You hit the hang up button,
oh no.
and the phone keeps ringing.
Oh,
Hello,
Oh my
Abs?
god.
Abby. I can hear you breathing. Okay.
That's weird.
Where are you? Why are you running away?
listen.
Where are you?
No, there's a weird.
Abigail!
Something
Don't like him
weird
anymore.
is happening.
And the more that he talks, it's like his voice is kind of like,
This is not.
you have not heard.
This is not.
This is not right. This is you're you know.
That's not.
That's not even close to Brad, is it? And as he's yelling and shouting, it's like you feel the phone starting to vibrate in your hand, almost like it's that cacophony again. It's like turning into radio
I'm
static.
gonna throw the phone.
Yeah, and you throw it at the door, and it ricochets off the door and bounces it open into the hallway. So your door.
The door open?
Yeah, you threw it at the door, and
Very
your phone,
strong.
paf, bounced it right open. The door slams against the wall, and you're staring down this long red tunnel with a
No.
door at the very end of it.
No, I'm gonna go get the hockey stick
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. So where is it right now?
in the box.
Yeah, and it's like it's got like wrapped tape around it, and it says it says like Brad B with a period like.
You
straw
took his
across it.
hockey stick?
I just grabbed random things.
Wow.
Yeah,
Take a
Brad
guy's
B
hockey
written
stick.
across the top of the hockey stick.
What about his little hockey league that he manages.
Yeah, all those poor sick children that he manages at the
Yeah.
Little league.
So yeah, you grab your hockey stick.
My phone is in the hallway now. Is it still making noise?
No, it has gone silent since it's scattered into the hallway. It's just sitting there in the middle of the floor, like in the middle of this tunnel of red, just kind of like hanging out.
Okay, I'm just gonna like really tentatively walk forward. Kind of look at the phone from a distance.
The screen is black, so you can't. There's nothing going on it.
I like poke it with the hockey stick.
You poke it and it skitters down the hallway. Like you poke it and it's like you hit it with full force, even though you just tapped it, and it and it like stops at the other door, like it bounces against it and just stops over there.
It's like kind of fun though.
Yeah, right. It's like curling a little bit. Yeah.
I mean it's not gonna work, but what if I panic button? When you need to escape, name the route you'll try.
Ooh.
Okay.
I would like to panic button. Name the route you'll try and roll plus sharp. My first instinct would be my window.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to my room and try and open the window.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I would like you to roll for that. Yeah, your escape plan.
Come on, panic button.
Uh-oh. Experience?
So that's a 4, so I get an experience.
Mark some experience.
Yay!
Woo! Cool.
That's not
And
good.
what does it say happens on a? Does it have the
Yeah,
ramification
it
for that?
says, oh no. On a miss, you are caught halfway out.
You turn around back into your bedroom.
Raggy.
And you close the door behind you. You go over to your window, and as you open it, you look out, and your window happens to look directly into the alleyway between this building and the boarded up apartment building next door.
Okay.
So you open it, and it's clear. It's the outside world.
You did it!
I
did it!
You see the alley. You're on the first floor, so you're not even that high up right now. All you see like the grimy alley grounds. You see like a couple of piles of trash.
Great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
You get caught by
I'm
the
gonna
one.
get out.
And you're opening it and getting your leg out, and before you're even you open it up, and as you dip through, it's like, and the entire outside turns red.
Oh no!
It's like you were lured into this false sense of security, and as you get out the window, the red washes back over you like a wave. Like you slip off the windowsill as this happens, and you start to fall down, and you start falling further than you would believe that you would on the first floor.
Oh, no.
And you start to tumble into this red void.
Bye guys.
It's only the first episode and we've already lost a character.
And so you're falling in this nothingness.
Need a hockey stick.
And as that's happening, Nico, you've crawled under your covers.
Yes.
And this red light is like
On the red void.
it is shining through hard. No matter what you do. And it's like you hear this sort of small sound. It gets louder and louder and louder, and you realize it's the sound of a scream. And inexplicably, from the ceiling above you, Abigail crashes through. And it's weird 'cause it's like made of paper. Like it's like there's no insulation, there's nothing
probably
holding
isn't.
this together. You rip through it, and there's like dust, and you just slam right down onto the bed.
No!
You fall on top of Nico,
Ow!
underneath there, and you roll off onto the floor, and you slam down on your shoulder.
What the? Hello? What are we?
What's happening?
Are you
Yeah.
okay?
And there's a red beam of light that is just like shining bright through down on you guys in a spotlight from above.
Got him!
What are you doing? What?
Don't open your door.
And then the door opens when you say that. It swings open, and it's just like all the other ones we've seen, a hallway, a long hall.
I go like roll out of my bed, tumble over to my backpack, pull out a little like box, and I open it up, and there's like a little cloth wrapped thing. I furiously unwrap it, and there's like a little like knife in there that's like it's from like a Ren fair.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, What the fuck is going on?
Oh my god!
Sorry, no, but like, what? Huh?
I don't know. I went out the window.
You're out the window, but you're across the hall from.
I don't know.
And as you guys are having this conversation,
Gravitors.
as you guys are trying to figure out what the hell is going on, the door from the other side of the hallway starts to push closer. Like the tunnel is shortening.
No.
And it's coming towards you. And as a matter of fact, you guys notice the exact same thing in your room. You see.
I want to close the door.
Yeah, you look out and you close the door. And you close it as it's coming closer, and you're starting to feel like the wind tunnel effect kind of start to blow in.
That's not good.
And
we
you
know
see,
that's
you
not good.
close it, but like the light's getting brighter and brighter and brighter even though you close the door. And you
Jam
guys
the
just see
hockey
that door
stick.
coming closer and closer and closer and closer. And Sarah, you're in the office, and you have this this even weirder experience because you're standing there staring at your red door, and you hear Carson's voice, and he's like,
Oh, I'm in the wrong room.
yeah, he's
I didn't
talking
think
to
about
himself. Yeah, he's like talking to himself, and you can hear like, come on, this is fine, everything's fine, just keep it close, just keep it safe, everything will be fine, everyone will be fine. And you hear him like
Carson,
moving his hands like,
what's happening with the pipes?
and you hear him stop, and he goes, Sarah?
Yeah, it's me. What's
And
going on?
Right as you say that, the red light fills the room. Like the door to the office bursts open, the red light fills the room. You see that other door down the hall, it like presses up and blinds you. And the same exact thing happens to y'all. You're all blinded and your vision is pure red. And then you see everyone. You're standing in a perfect circle. Like you've all come into a circular room. In the exact center of the room is Carson, your landlord. And in front of him is this circle, this black hole. And no matter how it's weird because it's like no matter how you look at it, it's like a 2D figure. It's always facing you straight on, like a flat object.
Cool.
And he's like there, like doing these motions with his hands, and there's like this glowing energy coming off of them as he's doing it. And he's like desperately trying to like
Carson, what drugs are you putting in our fucking water?
And as you say that, and this swirling energy of this void is happening around, he looks at me, he's like, what the fuck? Sarah?
Yes.
And then he notices all of you guys. He's like, wait, what?
Who are you?
What are you guys doing here? You can see this?
Yeah.
You can. What the fuck?
Our thoughts, exactly.
And we're gonna end there for the day.
Oh my god. I already lost my phone.
Yeah, you've
I'm
lost
glad
your
I
phone.
I'm glad I stole some of his weed now.
Yeah, you're high as a kite. You've lost your phone. You're scared shitless of whatever is
Freaking
going
out,
on.
man.
Poor Nico.
I'm
Trauma.
Yeah.
Trauma for these guys. And you know what? I think the trauma is only going to continue to run deeper the further we explore the complexities of all of these mysteries.
Would anyone like to see the drawing I did of Jean
Oh,
and Niche having a little
that's
coffee?
incredible.
Oh lord.
Man, hopefully y'all can have some actual coffee here
It's like-
soon.
Yeah.
So you don't die or whatever. But that's a story for another time, I think. So for tonight, we're gonna close off. We'll see you the next time that we dive back into this mystery and try not to die. And as always, remember to say
Yes,
yay!
Oh, and the saying that so